Hey everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and another episode of our Whatever Report where I ramble for an hour or so and you guys hang out with me. And yeah, we just talk about whatever we feel like it, whatever's going on. We got my man GT Key in here, was in here tailgating early today. That was around lunchtime. Gordon was in here about an hour early, or no, a couple minutes early. I read it's 7:58, not 7:08. Anyway, my man Lasso is in the house. What is going on? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. No games. There's no games tonight. No games. Just rambling. I enjoy it. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you do. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. My man Rod is in the house. What is going on, Rod? Hope you are doing well. So hope all is well with Rod. And yeah, so we're here. We're doing our usual Saturday thing where we just, we talk about whatever we want for a little while. What are we drinking tonight? I wasn't going to pour myself anything, and then last minute I did. I poured myself a little Old Soul, a little store pick Old Soul. It's what? 122 proof. So we got just a little bit of that. We'll sip on here for a little bit. Still pretty good. I hadn't had that Old Soul for a while. So, 122 proof. I haven't had any whiskey for a little bit. So 122 proof is, dang, got a little kick to it. So I'm getting wimpy, I guess. So that's what we're drinking tonight. So let's jump right into whatever we got coming up on the channel. So we got giveaway night. It is the end of the month. I do my monthly giveaways here. And tonight we're giving away two things because Mr. Daymare's won the December prize, decided to ask me to re-roll it. He wasn't here, so I could re-roll it night of the giveaway, so I just decided to wait till we'll do it again. So we're still giving away our Batman Year One trade and issue number one, which is about a $20 issue, typically when it sells. So that is going to somebody tonight that's among my channel members. And also giving away the main story arc, two trades for Old Guard, which I read this month with my man Daymares for the indie show, and an issue number one of Old Guard. Not really worth what it once was. There's been two movies made on Netflix, and yeah, so I guess the spec value on that Old Guard number one is gone, but still gonna give it away. So still pretty cool getting the first issue, I hope. So we'll do that. So why don't we go on? I totally cheat. I stole my idea away. I do giveaways from John. So let's go on. We got to roll our, hey, Blue Collar Dan, what is going on, sir? How are you? So we got to spin the wheel and get a couple people from my Robin tier into the drawing because Robin tiers get a chance or have to be spun to get a chance for the giveaway, whereas Titan tier get a chance and Nightwing tier get two chances at the giveaway. So let's just pull this sucker up. I didn't actually share my screen. Share the window. Let's share this window. We're going to share. Pop it up there. Make myself just a little bit bigger. All right. So, yeah, we got, you can see here, Bear Island, Blue Collar Dan, DJ Radius, Gordon, MWCat, Monty Ray, next to the collectibles, Old Wolf, Teflon Head Bubba, The Watcher Collects Comics, and Wormhole Comics. Three of these folks, I have 11, which means we're just over the limit because we do one for every five that are going to get a chance. So we're going to shuffle this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And let's spin. And we're going to ultimately take 3 folks from this wheel and put them on the other wheel for the giveaway that we'll do at the end of the show. So Monterey, I don't see Monterey tonight. He's usually here, but he is going to be our first person. So we are going to close that. We're not going to remove him. We're going to remove him like this. Let's see. Go here. Copy. Moving to the other wheel for later. Now you guys getting to see the behind the scenes here, how I'm doing this. And now we'll delete Monterey since he's already moved over. And we will shuffle 3, 2, 1 more times and spin again. Uh-oh. Oh, good hold on. Good bad. Oh, he can't stand tonight. So we're going to copy him, move him over. Paste, and we got one more person to spin from the Robin tier members into the thing. So we'll shuffle to 3 more times. Go one more time. So get this done, get this ready so we can do our giveaway. We'll do 2 spins later. Blue collar Dan, he has won before and he's going to get another chance. So always like it when folks that are here a lot get a chance to actually win the prizes. So hopefully I just sent him some stuff. He was our November winner, I think. I believe that is correct. But I didn't get it sent to you till like January. So, all right. So those 3 folks have been moved over. We will do that wheel a little bit later. So we're going to remove that. But why I got it up there, make myself big again. Let's just go on and do our quick shout out to all of the channel members. Put them on the screen so you guys can see them in big letters. Big thank you to all these folks. I really appreciate them supporting the channel. Really, these giveaways are the least I can do. They also get my giveaway chances of giveaways. They also get all my pre-record stuff early, and Nightwing tier folks actually get to vote on some of my videos, what I'm going to do content-wise. So, big thank you to all of those folks. Let's see who else. Anybody else hopped in here? Kenneth isn't here yet, so I can't say what's frequency. I'm sure he will be here sometime. Got to be in it to win it. That is right. That is right. Yes, the Wolfie is going to have his chance to win as well. So, all right. So, yeah, so that's our big channel giveaways. We'll do that toward the end. So, what do we got coming up otherwise? Obviously, this last week, I put out the 4-year look back on Thursday for January of 2022, picked 15 books from those months or from that month to do a look back on. Obviously, this morning we did our look back, 6-month look back, came out on Saturdays as always. I dropped a short today on another book review, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. We did, what else did I do this week? Oh, we had a Gotham City Chronicles also came out on Thursday where we talked about volumes 3 and 4 of Poison Ivy with my man Kavi. Also, John was joining us for that. So, yeah, we've gotten Gotham City Chronicles is back going. I think we've done, 4 episodes since we got back. So, feeling pretty good that we're getting that going. I think next we are actually going to do, I believe our next one is going to be, although we haven't scheduled it yet, it's going to be this Batman and Robin Year 1 that I'm giving away tonight. I think that's what Kavi and I are going to talk on the next Gotham City Chronicles. Other things I got coming up this week, members already have access to it because I dropped it today. My pre-record for Thursday is going to be kind of omnis I'm looking forward to that are coming out in 2026 that I'm going to try to get. I dropped that today. So my omnis I'm chasing. Before that, tomorrow night, I'll be over on John's channel playing D&D. Last week we got a last minute, ended up having to cancel, but we should be back and should be on schedule to play this week with Big O, White Whale, Daymares, and Old Wolf, and myself playing over on John's channel. So hopefully, Gordon, we'll be back tomorrow night. Hopefully, we're going to be ready to actually do some shenanigans as we try to rip off that casino. So if we do a little Ocean's 11, try to rip off a casino. We'll see if we can get her done. Monday night, obviously, will be a Cash or Trash with myself and Marcus. Tuesday, I will be over on No Good Comics channel, Justin, and as part of their Omni X-Men of Claremont Volume 5, although they're actually doing the prelude to the Mutant Massacre instead of this Claremont Volume 5, because it includes a few extra stuff. But we're doing X-Men 201 right there. We're going to be talking that, which is first appearance of Baby Cable and Scott being Scott, and I'm going to get it to be on there and speak truth to the kind of character that Scott is. So that should be, if you want to hear JPA rant, it should be a good opportunity. It should be a good opportunity over on Justin's channel. We're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time on Tuesday night. not this first week of February, but second week of February, I will be over on John's channel. I didn't pull it out. And we're going to be doing another one of our Omni reads over on John's channel. I'll be doing that, and it'll be we're doing New Teen Titans by Wolfman and Perez, Volume 1 Omnibus. We'll be talking that on the 11th. And then I am planning to my February, giving away my February or my January indie show read. My February read is going to be Rare Flavors by Ram V and Philip Andrade. The two folks behind the Mini Deaths of Layla Starr. Mini Deaths of Layla Starr is one of my favorite things that I've read since I've been doing the indie stuff here the last few, well, it's been like 7 years now, but so we've been doing it for a while, but we're going to be diving into Rare Flavors. I kind of know what this is about, but mainly I picked it up just because of the two people responsible, and how much I love their other effort. I know this one sounds more out there than the other one, but I'm looking forward to diving in with that. Hopefully I got at least one person going to join me for that, but we'll still working on for sure who's going to be the crew for that one, but we're going to dive into that. It's going to be my indie read for February, so if somebody's interested in that, let me know. But anything else coming up on the channel? I'm trying to think. Can't think of anything. Direct interaction. Hey, you know, that Poison Ivy. It was fun. I always enjoy talking stuff that's good to read and talking with John and Kavi. So definitely because of the NFL. No, that was not. Somebody had something come up, is why that ended up not happening last week. So we'll see if we make it work. Oh, something to show off. I didn't show it off last week because I wasn't quite done. But I told you guys my family got me Legos for the first time. My first ever like true real Lego build here. Usopp fell out of the thing. But yeah, we got the little Going Merry here. Full on. So that was my big Lego build. I had Usopp up in the top there. I'll have to leave back up there. But it was pretty fun to build this thing. I had not done Legos since I was a kid, other than to help my niece and nephew a little bit. And with theirs when I've been up there. So we now have Legos in this house, which means there'll probably be more. I have not bought any yet. Nice ship. It was fun. The Jolly Roger does. It does. And you got the little Jolly Rogers there, as well. So it took me. It was 10 bags. It was like 1,300 pieces. It took me basically 5 different settings, something like that to do it. So it was a blast. I enjoyed it. It means I'll probably buy Legos, and you guys are going to start seeing other Legos behind me. And just they broke the seal, and that means I'm probably I was like, I had tried so hard not to collect Legos. I was like, I don't want to do it. Yeah, we did. We did collect Legos. All right. What did we pick up? What's our next one? Hang on. What did we pick up this week? Not a whole lot. We did get a new comic order from InStock, or from I did get I did my InStock thing last week. From Midtown that came like Monday or Tuesday, and I have not read any of these. I was going to read some of them today, and I got focused on other things, and it didn't happen. But some new comics that came in. We got Die number 3. We were reading Die Loaded, the sequel to the original Die series. This is issue number 3. I'm a little confused by the first 2 issues. We'll see if maybe I start figuring out what's going on a little easier in number 3. Still love the Stephanie Hans art. Still think it's probably going to go somewhere that I wanted to. Just have not dived in yet. We got the newest issue of Nightwing, 134. Hopefully we're starting to wrap up this whole thing with the circus, Cirque du Soleil, and I'm ready for the next story. I think I'm ready for the next story. We're still getting Black Cats. I have not, as much as we talked about Poison Ivy and how much I love that G. Willow Wilson Poison Ivy run. I have not enjoyed Black Cat nearly as much, but these Adam Hughes covers are freaking phenomenal, so I may continue to get it for a little while. We'll see. I continue to giving it a shot. Lasso I've not gotten here yet. I do have Wonder Woman 29 came. Have not had a chance to dig into this. I know this is not Tom King. I'm not sure. Williams. What William is it? Joshua Williams? I'm not sure who the Williams is that wrote this. I know it's a 2-issue little aside that Tom King didn't write that I'm gonna read. And then I haven't done a ton of it lately in terms of getting two different covers of the same book. Obviously, I've been getting all the Frank Cho Catwomans, and so we got the Catwoman. I haven't read that, but I also felt the need to get, and let's see, I don't remember who this is now. Covered by Muhammad Ashara and Tomu Mori. I don't know. I just thought this one of her flipping out the window was kick ass. So I ended up getting that one too. So I haven't been buying a ton of variants or extra variants, but that one I did. So those were the new books that came. They should have been here traditionally, like the 2 weeks. They should have been here like last Friday. They should have been on last week's show, but I didn't get them till Monday. They came late. So that's why it doesn't include any books that came out this past Wednesday. I won't get those books until this past Wednesday. Next Wednesday they'll ship, and maybe I'll have them by next week. We'll see. But that is, yeah. So those were the new books. Hopefully, maybe I'll get them read tomorrow and then forget what they're about by the time I talk about them again. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I just didn't get there today. So that is the only things we picked up this week. Let's see. What are we reading? So my thumbnail tonight was all about the Greenbone Saga. I've already talked about the first two books, Jade City and Jade War. This week I read the finale, the 700 plus pages of Jade Legacy. I did do my YouTube short already on this thing by Fonda Lee. And I suddenly went from no comments I hadn't commented on or responded to 5. So got an in-stock trades order on Friday. I have an in-stock trades order on the way, although like half of them, they were like, oh, half of these we don't have and can't ship yet. So I don't know if I'll get my whole order or not. Stephanie Williams. Okay, there you go. No, never. I don't want that character to ever appear again. I did not enjoy that. I did not enjoy that last show. I didn't enjoy it. It made me almost not like this Wonder Woman run. It literally did. Anyway, something I did enjoy is the Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee. These 3 Jade books, the story of the Call family over about 30 years. It's basically the 3 books cover about 30 years. I will say the first 2 books each cover about 3 years. This last book covers like 26, 20 plus, or 24. Let's not. Let's not. That's what I'm going to say. 24 years of the Call family. So what this is about, this whole series, is basically, it is a fantasy series. It is set in a different world, although it's a very similar, it's a mirror reflection of our world, very much. It's sort of set during on an island that's got definitely coded for both Japan and I feel like a little bit of Taiwan, but more Japan. And these warriors can use Jade, and like Jade gives them 6 abilities: lightness, which allows them to move really fast, jump really high; strength, which allows them to be super strong; steel, which like allows them to harden body parts so they can like stop knives won't cut them, that kind of stuff. Perception, they can see and recognize other people around them. What am I forgetting? Deflection, they can actually like block bullets, deflect bullets away from themselves. And channeling, where they can actually like for their will into you and like stop your heart or whatever and attack you. So they have these abilities, and Jade is only certain people can use it, and certain people can't. And the Calls are basically a family on the island of Kikon that is a clan, in charge of the No Peak clan, which is basically one of the ruling clans of the country. and they're kind of like a Godfather kind of thing, except they're accepted part of the country. They're not, what they do is not illegal. The police work with them. They're like, but it's kind of a Godfather kind of thing. And it's their battle against the mountain clan that, or one mountain. And it's basically for control of Jade, control of Kikon, defending themselves from other countries, España, which is very much USA coded, and others that are Yucatan is very much Russia coded. There's another one that's very much kind of China. Like, there's definitely some things that are very similar to our real world, and it's really set kind of very modern day. I mean, they live in a modern city. They have fancy cars. They have high-powered weapons, but they just have these Jade abilities on top of it, and it is enthralling. It is without a doubt, other than Dungeon Crawler Carl, the favorite thing I've read in a really long time. I really loved several of the series I read last year. I love the Red Rising series. I love several things. And I don't know that this isn't higher quality every page of the book than the DCC. DCC's, there's some humor here, but this is more of a serious crime noir kind of story. And the joy I get from some of the stuff that happens in the Carl books, although some of the stuff that happens are awful and terrible and ridiculous, but like the joy I get from the Carl books is what keeps that series ahead of it. But in terms of just pure on the page quality, these are hard to beat. Like, it really is it's sold as the Asian Godfather with superpowers, and it lives up to that. Like, I'm obsessed with these books. I think Fonda Lee, I know she's only written these 3, and there's really, somebody asked me today, would you like to see her go back to the world, or could she go back to the world? And she could, for sure. I don't know that she needs to, though. Like, this perfect. I got into this and I was getting toward the end and I was like, oh, things are looking good. And there's 60 pages left. Oh no. And she does repeatedly, like, punch to the gut, rip your heart out. And yet I think it really wraps up in a satisfying way. I think the whole thing covers, like, it's just really well done. It's kind of a, the 30 years are probably like 90s to now kind of thing, similar in terms of like technology and where things are at, or maybe 80s to the 2010s kind of thing. So it's definitely like post the big world war. The multi-nations war happened when the family that we're meeting were either little kids or just being born, and their father, the 3 siblings that we follow here, well, really 4, Lane, Hilo, Shay, and then their adopted kind of cousin, Andy. They follow the 4 of them, and they were all like little bitty when the mini nations war ended, and their father was killed, and their grandfather is the leader of their clan. He's an old man now. They're all taking over. They're in their 20s, low 20s to early 30s when the story starts, and then this kind of follows them through their life and their children and everything else. And yeah, I would say the only thing, like I said, the only thing that I've read that I'm obsessed with in the last 2 years, as much as these books are, the DCC stuff. Those 2 for me, those 2 series are just so good. So yeah, these books, starting with Jade City, they have very distinctive covers, obviously on the hardcovers at least, are just freaking amazing. And I think I've run off all my chat as I've talked about this. I've talked about these several times. But it's very much, it's Godfather with martial arts. It's, somebody at work asked me, it's like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in terms of their abilities, the way they fight, and the way they move through stuff. Although there is, I don't want to sell the wrong thing. So there is definitely action in these books. But it's dialogue and politics and strategy and, trying to manipulate your enemies as much as it is trying to and get leverage as much as it is actually like, let's have, martial art jade combats. It's way more of the behind the scenes manipulation, put yourself in the right situation. And it's just really well done and really, really well written. With that, I think I'm gonna, I don't know that I have much else I could. I feel like I could talk about them. I'd love to have somebody else that's read them to banter with. None of the folks at work have gotten to them yet. None of the folks in my book club have gotten to them yet. So I'm hoping I can get some other people to read these with me, so I can be like, yes. I know it's been optioned. It kind of died. There's work on trying to find an appropriate home. I mean, 3 or 4 season HBO series. It could definitely be movies. You could definitely do movies. But I really think like 4 seasons of an HBO level series would be probably the way to go, especially because you're going over the course of their lives and stuff for such a long period. But either way, man, I hope they get adapted. I may go, these may be ones like with Carl, I went back and did all of them with the audiobook. I've heard the audiobooks here are really good. I may do audiobooks on these later in the year to re-listen to them. And so there's my, I've waxed poetic on the Greenbone saga. Obviously the one I just finished 2 nights ago. I finished it Thursday night at I stayed up to finish it at midnight on Thursday night with Jade Legacy. And yeah, high recommend. If you like anything based on if you like fantasy, if you like noir, if you like family drama, political intrigue, it's got a little bit for everybody. Like a little action stuff. It's got a little bit for everybody. So that is what we've been reading this week. The other thing I have started a new book and a new trilogy, which is part of a bigger universe, but it is a trilogy that's been on my list for a while. I talked about reading out of order, reading the wrong book first by Brandon Sanderson, but I've went back now. I read what is supposed to be, I think, currently the last book you should read in the Cosmere, but I have now went back and started appropriately with Mistborn. We are 100 pages into, so we've met Vin and Kelsier, and so looking forward to. I'm enjoying this so far. Not quite where I was at on that, but I got through that whole story, so we'll see. We're only 100 pages in. We'll see if this lives up to it. If I get another trilogy that makes me get off to another good start. I will say I gave this. I gave this a 9.5 or 4.75 out of 5. And then I gave the 2 follow-ups a 10. I actually think this is the best of the 3 books for me. Although I think I should go back and give the first book a 5 stars instead of the 3.35 or 4.75 stars. I think I should go back and give all 3 of them 5 stars because they're just, it's phenomenal. I love that series. So, but yeah, we have dived into our next thing. We'll do this, then we'll do a nonfiction, and then we'll see if we immediately jump into book 2 or if we do something else. But definitely enjoying this so far. Enjoying this board so far. Okay. What else we got? What have we been watching is our next thing on our what are we watching? I have watched both episodes of A Knights of Seven Kingdoms. They have had a moment at the beginning of both episodes. It's like, whoa. But I've enjoyed that so far. It's such a smaller, more intimate kind of story than what we got in Game of Thrones or in House of Dragon. But I'm enjoying the story of Dunk and Egg so far. So we'll see how that goes. I'm a huge fan of the show Shrinking. The first episode did come out this week. I have not watched it yet. I kind of just was like, I'm going to wait and watch through at least to get a couple of episodes before I watch. At least that's what I told myself, but I've heard good things. My folks already watched it. I know John said he watched it. He was talking about this morning. So I don't know that I'll hold out till episode 2 comes out. Maybe I'll hold out till episode 2 comes out, then I'll watch them both this week. We'll see. But yeah, so I gotta get Shrinking watched for sure. So yeah, those are shows I'm actually watching. I'm actually trying to watch a few things. I know I'm terrible about watching TV, but we're actually trying to get that done. What else is going on? Nerd news. Let's do a little nerd. Let's see. So that's watching. What happened in nerd news? So I was looking today, and they have announced like a bunch of really awesome creators for. Let me share another screen here. So my local con, the only one I'll go to this year because it's on the same weekend as C2E2. But our PlanetCon thing, we'll do this. If anybody wants to come hang out and say hello, let me. Oh, I can't because I'm already sharing your screen. Well, actually, I can just stop that. Subscreen share. We'll share a different one. Share screen. Just want to do this window. We're gonna do this, but we got some good. Let me just do that creator. I just want to do. We'll just do creator. Chris Bocciolo, Dan Mora is one of the newer, like John Tyler Christopher, Dan Mora, Paul Dini have all just been announced for a PlanetCon at the end of March. Chris Claremont was already there. Adam Kubert. Scotty Young, G. Willow Wilson, I was just talking about. Timothy Zahn, if you've written like a bunch of Star Wars stuff over the years. Art Germ's going to be there. Joe Stanton's going to be there. Dustin Nguyen's going to be there, which is a big one for me. Jim Starlin, Mark Bagley, Dan Jurgens. This is one of our better lineups that we've had at our local con in a really long time. So I have not actually bought my tickets yet, but I'm super excited about this. Al Milgram, let's see. I thought there was another. Maybe that's all the really high-end folks there at the bench. Oh, the rest of like Art Germ's little crew, Derek Chu, Kukalim, Ijakure, like all those guys that are part of that crew. Freddie Williams is going to be there. Freddie Williams is almost always there. Federici's going to be there. Ricardo Federici. Cullen Bunn's almost always there. That's I thought there was one more that was a really bigger name. Maybe I got through. Ali Garza, which if you're part of the original art crew that talks, that'll make some people laugh. But yeah, we got a pretty good lineup of just creators and then some celebrity stuff. I mean, Carl Urban's going to be there, which is probably like the one that I might want to do, like, because he's just been in so many good things over the years. But I probably won't do any of the celebrities. I generally don't. But Captain Kirk's going to be there. Famke Janssen, but yeah, so I don't know. It's a pretty good lineup. I'm pretty excited for it at the end of March. So if anybody's planning to wants to come hang out in Kansas City, Marcus and I are going to be there for sure. Bobby De La Ghetto will be there for sure. And several others. Burke will be there. So it should be a pretty good stuff this year. And then pull my other one back up here in a minute. But it should be a good time. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't done a con for a couple of years. I didn't do anything last year because of my foot surgery and everything. And the year before that, that was when I was dealing with the dog and stuff, and I just couldn't be away for enough of the day to make it worth going up there. So I have not done Planet Comic-Con in a couple of years. I haven't done C2E2 in a couple of years. So yeah, this will be my first con in a while. I was today starting to think about like what books do I want for some of those people to sign, and thinking about my collection. So looking forward to that. We'll talk about it more as we get a little closer, but pretty good lineup so far. I think I lost everybody like 15 minutes ago. The last comment was at 8:20. So Says I got 7 people. Hey, out there. I lost them all as I rambled about my books. Let's get into. Well, at this point, we're past what are we watching, so it's really down to whatever you guys want to talk about. So if I don't get some cool comments, some fun comments here in a second from somebody, then we'll do the giveaway and get out of here in like 40 minutes. I keep this sucker to like 40 minutes. But what else is going on? I did, like I said, I showed off my Inside Trades thing last week. I was thinking today, I did look, because I was looking at some of those Nightwing covers that Dan Mora does, because I saw he was on there, and that I'm missing. And some of those are worth, like, some of those Nightwing covers that he did were just worth crazy money of that recent Tom Taylor run where he was doing variants. Insane money. And I was like, oh. And I had gotten a notebook from Albert Loves Comics, his little handcrafted notebooks, where he takes the cover and makes the thing. And this, he made me, this is one of the ones he made that I got from him, because I got a Nightwing one. I do not have this cover. I looked today, this is the cover to 105. Raw, this is over $100 book that Albert turned into this cover. So I did not pay $100. So Albert, this one might have been an incorrect investment, but it's still super cool. So if I show up with this, Dan Moore is going to be like, because I thought about like using these, because it's got really good paper, and like using it as like a sketchbook and like getting different artists to sketch in it. But if I show this to Dan Moore, he may be horrified that Albert did this to his cover. But I think it's super cool. And I was thinking about maybe, like, because I haven't been in forever, is like, instead of getting sketch covers and stuff, and maybe just getting getting people to put in this notebook, use this notebook for that. I haven't decided if that's what I'm going to do, but I'm leaning toward actually taking this sucker. I have another one. He sent me actually a second one, because there was, I forget why he sent me a second one. I forget what the deal was, but which is just a Detective Comics facsimile that he used the cover for, and it's got and so I've thought about using it too, but we'll see. But one of them I may end up trying to take and get some sketches on the inside of, and maybe like my big thing. I think really, since I'm really cut back on buying books, I think all my money at Planet is going to go to getting signatures from some of these comic artists and maybe getting some sketches, and that's going to be my whole thing. I don't know that I'll buy a book. Maybe some filler issues, look for fill in some of my runs, but other than that, don't know that I'm going to buy a whole lot. So we'll see. All right. Well, I don't know if the chat's not working or if you guys just don't have anything to say. So we are at 40 minutes. Let's do this giveaway and we'll get out of here and give you guys the rest of your evening back. So let's share again. Share screen. Window. All right. Share. Okay. All right. So you can see everybody's on here, including our 3 people. What we're going to do is we're going to spin for the January giveaway first. So we're going to do this January giveaway, the normal January giveaway first, which is issue 1 of Old Guard, plus both trades of the series. So anybody that was interested that saw Tamers and I talk about the series and read it earlier this month, a couple weeks ago, you're going to have your own chance to read and do that. Obviously, there's 2 Charlize Theron Netflix movies that have been made from this series that have done pretty well, that have gotten pretty good reviews. So you'll get to read the original comic series. Oh, wait. Suddenly there's all kinds of comments. More would appreciate showing up. Okay, wait. Here we suddenly, I don't know what was going on. Apparently, oh my gosh, you guys have been making comments the whole time. But I just wasn't getting them. Like StreamYard was not giving me. I got to still hear. Hadn't seen that. Hope I'm not too late. Hey, Rob. I wasn't seeing them in StreamYard. Apparently, you guys were making comments. And Because the last comment I had seen is this one from Lasso at 8:20 until just now, and I got like 30 comments popped up. Um, Favorite Wonder Woman fan? There you go. Talking to Lasso. I have not watched Wonder Man yet. Any interest in watching? I've heard good things, but I'm behind on all those Marvel shows, so I don't know when I will watch those. Best episode was the Doorman one. Okay, so we got people. I've heard really good things. If I break down trades down to individual issues, I read 100 issues in January. There you go. Very nice, Jimmy. Let's go on. Let's see. Are you going to get Dan Orr? Some of his DC covers have been fire. Yeah, I have a few. I was already thinking about which ones that I have. And then I was actually thinking about maybe trying to get a couple of the Nightwing ones that I don't have. They're so expensive that I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we're getting big line. Yeah, you guys were here, and I was just like, Emerald City is weak this year. Claremont and Gail Simone are the highlights. I got Gail Simone's signature a few years ago at C2E2, and I've got Claremont signature before, so I don't know if I'll go back to Claremont or not this time. We'll see. No worries. So yeah, I didn't get any of these. I don't think it's wrong, Jay. We are talking, and he doesn't think I was not saying it. Okay, let's see. I'm just going through all of these here, and all the video things I usually have are gone, but the window processing this. Yeah. So that was that. When I showed Albert stuff. How bad is my weather? I mean, it was super cold today. It's supposed to start warming up, but we only got like 4 inches of snow, Jimmy. So Jimmy will probably be. You gonna be at PlanetCon this time, Jimmy? I assume so. Hopefully, we'll actually get to meet. Show him. He would appreciate Reverb's work. Yeah. Well, maybe I need to get a couple sketches in it before I show him to him. Or maybe I see if he'll do. I'm sure his sketches are going to be crazy expensive. I may have to reach out and see what his rates are before the con, see if I can talk to him and see what his rates are, see if I can get on his list, because that would be kick ass to get a Dan Mora. Yeah. True. And that's where, that is the one nice thing is it's not money grab. It's like, this is just for me. So, and picking up books, focusing on completing your ASM run. I could not, but I can now. So don't think you can either. And that was from like 3 minutes ago, and I haven't gotten anything since that one. So you guys may be like chatting again, and then I'll get them all after the show's over. I don't know. All right, let's do this giveaway real quick. So we're going to start with the old guard, as I talked about, the 2 trades and issue number 1. So yeah, because you guys haven't chatted since I could see your chats. So we got the big update and then nothing. So I don't know what's going on with StreamYard at this point. Show comments on stage. Oh, it puts them in the corner. Yeah, so that you guys can see right. I didn't even know you had that option. That's interesting. I'm not going to do it right now. But yeah. I didn't know that was an option yet, so that's kind of fun. All right, let's shuffle this sucker 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna spin. I mean, all right. I know Dave Myers has this. I don't know if he has issue 1. I mean, I left him on there because he did. I will just make it up to him because I know he has the trades. He is a person that read this with me. I'll figure out something else to give him if he gets upset with me. I don't think he will. I am going to respin this. And actually, seeing as he already gave back the Batman one, I'm just going to... I hate doing this when he's not here. Oh, here we go. They're laughing again. I got at least a couple comments. 4 inches of sleet on this side. Okay. All right, Adam, you can yell at me later. I'll make it up to you if you really wanted this old guard number one. I'll send it. If he really wants the old guard number one, I will get him one. But I know he has the trades. So we're going to respin this. And we're just going to remove him in this case. And we're going to shuffle it twice. And we're going to do it again. Because Adam has been silent. He has been. I know. But if he wants the one, I will get him an old guard number one. It's fine. Old Wolf. All right. Old Wolf is our winner on the old guard. So we'll get this to the Old Wolf. So let me tag that so I remember who got what. Old Wolf, congratulations, sir. Now, technically, this was a previous month's giveaway that we're now going to do. We're going to now give away last month's Batman Year 1, Batman and Robin Year 1, and Batman and Robin Year 1 issue number 1. Hey, there we go. We got some way to go, Tony. So I'm getting some comments now. There we go. So I don't know what was going on there for a while. All right, so we're going to close this. Do I remove Old Wolf? No, he can win again. It's a different month's giveaway. He can win again. So we're going to shuffle. 1, 2, 3. And give away this Batman and Robin Year 1. Blue Collar Dan. So Dan was our big winner in November. He is winning again. So 2 of our Robin tier folks are going to walk away with this stuff. Dan, let me know. I know once upon a time he was in here. Let me know if this is one that you really want. I know before, because of shipping to Canada is a pain in the butt sometimes, that you would turn down one that you won back in the summer, but you wanted that absolute Wonder Woman. If you want these, I will ship it again, sir, and it's not that big a deal. So it actually worked out pretty easy the last time. So Blue Collar Dan is our tentative winner, unless he tells me to spin it again here. So, but he was here earlier, so I'm hoping he is still here on that Batman and Robin. So with that, I will remove this. Make myself big. See if I'm actually getting some comments. So if you guys are making more comments, maybe I should open it in the. We're gonna cheat and see. Because the comments are so weird, and I'm having such trouble with them. I'm gonna go to my channel. Maybe. I'm going to mute my microphone for a second. I didn't get it unmuted. YouTube chat is way ahead. So I see that Dan is saying he does want it. It's not showing up in StreamYard yet, but it is showing up in YouTube, sir. So I will get that sent to you. So awesome. I should have popped that out. Let me pop that out so I can actually. I may just have to start doing that all the time. So yeah. Yeah, because I'm still on way to go, Tony, is my last comment in StreamYard, but that's we got some. It's like Showcase Showdown, way to go, Dan, and Dan saying loves Batman. So we will get that shipped out to him. So congratulations to him. We will get him that Batman and Robin Year 1. So yeah, with that, I think we're probably going to wrap this at 50 minutes. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you guys are staying warm this weekend. I I know it's cold pretty much everywhere. Excuse me for a second. My throat was had a frog in my throat. Last I was saying goodnight. Yeah, this is why is the StreamYard chat so weird tonight? And normally it works. I don't know what's going on. It's like it's still way back at the not near myth. Way to go. From is my last comment in there. I don't know what StreamYard's having issues. I guess maybe my internet's having issues. I don't know. But anyway, I appreciate you guys all hanging out. Congratulations to Dan and Old Wolf for winning the prizes. I will try to get those sent out here pretty quick. And yeah, once again, a big shout out to my channel members. I did that at the beginning. We'll do it again. Thank you, folks. And see if I got any comments. No, there's still a way to go. So, oh, it jumped and caught up. It just caught up just in time as I saw the Rob's comment on Might Not Love You, but we do. So good night, everybody. We will catch you next time. Later.